Hello and welcome. In this episode, we will see how to use wildcards with XLOOKUP. To follow along with me, please click on the link in the video description to make a working copy of this workbook. Here I have 4 sheets on this workbook. The first one is quick recap to show you how exactly XLOOKUP works with a quick view of a different match mode. And then I have a seed sheet where I will demo the actual topic. Then we have a do it sheet, which is for you to practice. And there is a data sheet where we have our data that we will be using in this demo. Back to quick recap sheet. Here I will show you how we can find out the employee IDs using these email addresses. To get started, I will click on B2 equal to XLOOKUP. Lookup for what? That is the search key, the first argument. I will say, hey XLOOKUP, look for this value, comma. Lookup range, that's the second argument. Where should XLOOKUP look for that search key? It should go into the data sheet and look in the column C. That's where my email IDs are, comma. Result range. When that value is found, what should XLOOKUP return? I want XLOOKUP to return the values from column A. And I can close my bracket right here. By default, XLOOKUP will use the exact match mode. With that in my mind, I will just press enter. Here it says #NA. That is because that value is not found. Okay, no problem. I'll just drag this down. Rest of my employee IDs are found from that data set. So this is a typical use of XLOOKUP. I can go ahead and add another argument at the end here. Here I would say, in case the value is not found, give me a custom value. For that custom string, I will provide that in the double quotations. I will say not found in double quotes and close the bracket. And now if the value is not found in that range, it will give me that custom text instead of giving me that typical error message. This is how the typical XLOOKUP is used in any typical setup. But imagine you have a data which is incomplete, where you have a part of name or partial email address or a partial employee ID. In situations like that, it will be a little challenging for you to get the values correctly. Now, if I go ahead and use XLOOKUP on this partial names here to find the email addresses from this data set, I am going to try that with the different match mode. Instead of 0, I will try 1 and see what happens. I will say, hey XLOOKUP, look for this search key in this range and get me the email address, comma. If it is not found, say not found, comma. Now in my match mode, I will say 1. What happens when I provide 1 instead of 0? What it will do is it will look for an exact match first. If it is not found, it will look for the next value that is bigger than the search key. You will get to know what exactly I mean by that in a moment. I'll close the bracket and press enter. Now I have my values found here. The first value that I got is Joseph. If I look in the data set, the values for George and John are incorrect. But by design, XLOOKUP is doing its job correctly because alphabetically Joseph is bigger than John, the next bigger one. So that's what it is getting me. Now in this set, I don't have any name starting with G, and hence the next bigger letter from G is H, and it is getting me the name Henry, the email ID for Henry from that set. So by design, it is doing its job, but the values that I am getting are not correct. And this is the exact situation where wildcards can be amazingly helpful. Now let's go into the seed sheet and see how we can use wildcards and get the correct results. Here in this sheet, we will see how to use a wildcard and find terms that starts with a specific term or ends with a specific term or contains a specific term. Before getting started, let me show you what happens when we do not use a wildcard and try to find a value. For example, I have these partial names, and for them, I'm trying to find the full name using these partial names. So for that, I will say, hey XLOOKUP, look for this value in the data set in column B. And for the result, I want the same column because I want to get the full names, comma. If the value is not found, I say not found in double quotations, comma. By default, XLOOKUP uses the exact match mode. No problem. I am still going to say try the exact match by adding 0 there. Close the bracket and press enter. It says not found. No value is found per the default design of the XLOOKUP. Now let's try the same thing with a wildcard. What I'm going to do is equal to XLOOKUP and look for this value. Before I move further, I'm going to attach a star symbol with an ampersand in double quotation. So I will say, hey, XLOOKUP, add the star key soon after that name, that is in double quotations. So it is going to say XLOOKUP to find values that are starting with James. So typically we are providing James star here, comma. Where should XLOOKUP look? It should look in the data sheet here. Get me the values from the same column once it is found. If it is not found, I say not found in double quote, comma. Here I need to provide 2. Why? Because that is how XLOOKUP will know that it has to use the wildcards. So instead of providing 0 or 1 or -1, I am going to provide 2 here. This will let the XLOOKUP know that, hey, you need to activate that wildcard thing and look for the values using the wildcard setup. Now when I press enter, it got me the name. When I just drag this down, I'm going to get all my values. Great. Now I can go ahead and try any term that is ending with a specific term. So I want the email addresses where the names are ending with these terms. So for that, I will say, hey, XLOOKUP, look for this value. But before I click on that value, I will say in double quotation star and. So what I'm saying XLOOKUP is look for any name that is ending with star Aryan, comma. Where should it look? It should look in this set, comma. I am trying to get the email addresses. So I'll click on column C. If not found, I say not found in double quotes, comma. I am going to say 2 here because XLOOKUP needs to use the wildcard. Close the bracket and press enter. There we go. I am now able to get the email addresses that are ending with these terms, where the full name is ending with that term. Okay. Now let us take a look at how to find the values that contains a specific term. For example, I want to find out an email addresses where the full name can contain these terms. It can start with anything or end with anything, that doesn't matter. Or it can start with this or end with that same term. So I am trying to see any full name that contains this term. For that, I will say equal to XLOOKUP. And before I provide the search key, I will say in double quotation star and this term. And then I will attach another star in double quotations. So basically what I'm saying is, hey XLOOKUP, look for any full name that contains the word PAZ and so on. So I will put in comma, lookup where. I want it to look up here, comma, get me the email address, comma. If it is not found in double quotations, I will say not found, comma, 2. The 2 is a match mode that has to be provided to let XLOOKUP know that it has to use the wildcards. I hope you remember that by now. I will press enter. So I have my email address properly fetched. I will double click. There we go. I have all my email addresses fetched for me using the wildcards, where we are trying the approach of finding the terms that contains a specific term. Now what I want you to do is go into the do it sheet. Try practicing different types of searches that is starting with or ending with or contains a specific term. Try and practice as much as you can. The more you practice, the more you will retain. In the next episode, we will try and explore more dimensions of XLOOKUP. If you haven't already, please click on that subscribe button and also that little bell icon to enable notifications. Thank you and you have a very lovely one. See you soon.